Why are captions trying to pick you up? I have turned it back on, so. Hello, and welcome to anyone who has not been eaten by the ads. We will officially start in about 40 seconds once that is all done being a thing, but welcome. Thank you for coming to my first Thursday stream. As I mentioned before, I wanted to try out a later time just to sort of, see how I feel about it, see how everyone else feels about it, if it's a better time for everyone, all that. I definitely wanted to do another stream, as I mentioned last time, because I have several different spooky games that I wanted to play, as referenced in my stream title. I figure that, okay, I'll wait the 10 seconds before I discuss the plan for the stream, just in case, but I want to be able to play all of them, and only having 2 or 3 more streams this month is just not enough time to play that with you guys, so... Alright, welcome back from the ads, everyone. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I figure the plan for today is I'm probably going to do about like an hour or so of Vampire Therapist, and then we're going to switch over to either Little Witch in the Woods or the Dark Queen of Mordholm. I figure we'll just decide at that point which mood we're in. It probably depends on whatever the last client we have in Vampire Therapist is. So, that's the idea there. Alright, I'm gonna drink a little bit of water before I head over. And if this is helpful to anyone, I got captions set up for this stream, so from now on, you are actually able to use the closed captions on Twitch and such. If you're having any trouble with that, just let me know. I can double check if the instructions on the extension I'm using. It should just work natively in Twitch, and I think YouTube should automatically be working as well. But yeah, that's all set up. Very exciting. All right. Here we are. We are going to continue from where we left off. And the last thing we had been doing was we dealt with our very avant-garde Shakespearean actor. We met a character that I am very intrigued by. I'm quite excited to see what goes on. I like her aesthetic. She was kind of like a lavender purple eyeball. What I'm really curious about is if she's just like chuny, or if she's actually gonna be a thing. Like, is she actually gonna be psychic, or is she just gonna be like putting on a character? So it'll be exciting to see that. All right, let's see who our new client is.
Another one? I think my caseload's starting to get a little crowded.
I mean, yeah, it's like, well, I guess it's technically not his first week. I mean, you're only meeting one person a week. That's not too bad. That's like 4 people.
Worry not, my friend. I shall not unload all the world's cares onto you.
Just most of them.
I know how strongly this next client requires aid. She is a great deal older than most of the clients you've seen, and sometimes it is harder for the elderly to see reality.
Yeah.
It took me far too long to do so.
She's old as you are?
Not nearly. Thus, she should be more ready for change than I was. Take a look at her intake form.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to read that. Medb? So her name is Mebd, I think. I wonder if that's a symbol that's not, it looks like a B. Medb? Age 1,804, female from the Bronze Age. Wow. An elder vampire like myself, Medi has lived mostly alone for the past 2 millennia. She grew up among wanton violence between Irish clan warlords and has since kept distance between herself and mortals. Yeah, I can see why. She now spends more of her time online, where she has become a streaming celebrity. I do not know what this means, but perhaps a younger vampire might. That's kind of funny. She has expressed frustration at the increasing demands of her followers. Suggestion: be patient with the elderly. What do you want to bet that she's going to come across as way younger than either of these two guys? All right, let's, there she is.
Dang, she died young. Makes me wonder why I waited so long to kick the bucket. Could have left a nicer looking corpse.
Alas, death does not often allow us to have much choice in the matter.
Says here she doesn't leave home unless she has to.
Yeah.
Indeed, it is a puzzle, as elder vampires can often be.
I sure do hope I can help her.
You will do your best, I know. Let me allow you some privacy. She comes.
I'd still crack up by the chair, just bijou. Oh, she cute.
Hey there, how do I say your name? Is it, Medb?
I had that same problem, Sam. I had that same problem.
Mev is my real name. Medby's just my screen name. You can call me Medi if you like.
Oh, mighty fine meeting you, Medi. I'm Sam.
Is that all you are?
I couldn't rightly say. I ain't no more or less than Sam.
You're a cute, strange cowboy man.
I don't know that you should be calling your potential therapist cute, miss.
I feel like the vampire community is probably small enough that some conflict of interest is just gonna be natural, really, at this point.
Not in a touching bodies way. I mean, you're more like a rabbit or a mouse.
Yeah?
Oh, I want to dress you up in a little mouse onesie and watch you scurry about. You can keep your hat on and be a little cowboy mouse. Oh, I like that very much.
All right.
I'd keep you in a little cage and give you lots of cheese and, of course, a wheel to run on.
I can't tell if she's joking.
You can be my whiskery little pet.
What is the matter, Samuel?
I think I'm out of my depth here, Chief. I ain't keen to be anyone's pet.
Older vampires such as myself can sometimes be uncomfortable to be around. I believe this will be an excellent challenge in setting boundaries, Samuel. Explain to her your boundaries. You will be modeling positive behavior and saving yourself a little trouble.
That's a good habit to have.
Yeah, just a little.
All the more reason to be clear and polite right now. Good luck, Samuel. I know you can do it.
In this type of situation, probably is better to be upfront.
You look distracted, little mouse. Have you smelt a bit of cheese? Did your whiskers twitch?
All right, miss, before we keep going, I think we need to set a few boundaries. This stuff about putting me in a cage and making me your pet are things you should be doing with a blood partner. Besides, I make the rules about my own body. If I don't want something, you gotta respect it or find a new therapist.
You don't want me to do things to your body?
You cut that out. I'm serious now.
Very well. Be that way.
First of all, I ain't gonna wear no onesie. I don't think I could find one that'd fit.
Oh, okay. I guess you were supposed to do them in order.
I could sew one for you. I would make the neck hole really big so that your funny hat would fit right through it.
Okay, well maybe I wasn't being clear. I don't want to wear a onesie.
But it would make me happy.
Well, it wouldn't make me happy, miss.
Fine. But I don't like it.
I don't eat cheese, you know that. We only drink blood anyway. Mortal food doesn't exactly agree with us.
But a mouse who doesn't eat cheese is hardly a mouse.
But I'm not a mouse.
Then why do you have twitchy whiskers?
I just like the way they look.
So do I. That's why I think you should eat some cheese.
Well, I ain't gonna. Take it or leave it.
You're very mean for a mouse.
Yeah, and then obviously you were supposed to pick that last one, so those ones were supposed to be done in order, otherwise they sound a little bit odd.
I think that about covers it.
Very well. It's a little boring. People usually let me do what I want to do to them.
Well, this is less boring then. It's something new.
I suppose you're right. It's very clever, strange cowboy man. May I still call you a mouse from time to time, though?
If it'll make you feel comfortable, I guess it ain't hurting me. But let's get to you and why you're here. Now, it said on your intake form that...
Technically, none of these, but I guess I'm gonna go with she's overworked.
You're overworked, it said. You're not my first client with that problem. What line of work you in?
I play video games.
Video games? Like Star Invaders?
No, silly. More like Overcharge 2 and Pension Impact. More of an FPS and RPG girl.
Should I say they didn't try, or, like, that makes it funnier?
I don't know what them things are. I kind of figured video games were just a fad, like collecting ferns was in my time.
Video games are lots of fun. There's even one where you get to play a cowboy and kill bunches and bunches of people.
Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, I feel like some of the technically legally distinct names honestly make it funnier as long as they're well done. Yep, legally distinct Overwatch and Genshin Impact. I feel like Pension Impact is very funny, because that just has that, like, wait, what kind of game is this?
Then you get to pretend you feel bad about it. But after that, you kill even more people.
Shucks, that there might give me some flashbacks. But you're working by playing video games? How's that?
I stream on Glitch. I have millions and millions of followers there.
Wait just a gosh darn minute. People are paying to watch you pee?
Of course not. That sort of thing would be on my Only Zealots page. If I could pee. Which I can't, because I'm a vampire.
Yeah, that's a good point. Double entendre with the name of the fact that you just spend your entire pension on the gacha. Like, so... Only Zealots is a very funny name. But also, apparently vampires can't pee. I guess we learned a thing today.
All right, you gotta walk me through this.
I'm just gonna go through all the options because why not? Let's see her explanations.
What's streaming mean if it ain't peeing?
Streaming means to share your computer screen to the internet.
That's a good description.
Like watching the cinema, only instead of people shooting each other, it's you answering emails?
Sort of. Mostly people just like to watch people shooting other people. Only it's little computer people that only look like people.
Clear as mud. I got some more questions about them funny things you mentioned, though. What's Only Zealots?
That's a very special website where my very special followers get to see me do naughty things for money.
You've been around a long while. Do you need money?
No, of course not. But I do like having mortal bloodbags who will do anything for me. They're very useful.
This whole thing makes me feel old.
But you're only a baby vampire, strange cowboy man. I'm glad you're not the kind of baby who poops and pees, though. That's quite icky.
I had some more questions. What's all this RPG and FPS stuff?
I'm very impressed by how they made her, like, clearly speak younger, like she knows all the current lingo, but her vibe is so much older. Like, just the way that she interacts with him screams that she is just so much above him in that hierarchy. But, like, he's so much more behind the times. Same with Andromachus.
Role-playing games and first-person shooters.
Kinda dark to be playing games about the first person you ever shot. That ain't a good moment.
You're extra silly. It's a video game with a first-person perspective. It only looks as though you're shooting someone. I like the ones where there's lots and lots of blood. I end up feeling quite hungry.
Well, this still using corn syrup to look like blood? It never looked realistic to me.
They don't use corn syrup in video games. You're very funny.
I'm glad I'm funny, I guess. Let me ask you something else about these video games. All right, I think I understand a little better. You're working pretty dang hard for all them followers. What do you need them for?
Lots of things. They pay my rent for me, they buy clothes and gifts for me. They dispose of all the bodies. And they let me kill them too. They're all so eager to die. Poor little lambs.
They're like servants?
Servants, little sheep, whatever you'd like to call them.
And they're willing to just up and die for you?
Oh, naturally. Sometimes all I have to do is smile for them. They find it enchanting. And they quite like my breasts and vulva.
Oh, I see.
Does it make you uncomfortable to hear me say breasts and vulva?
I reckon I just wasn't expecting that level of candidness.
Breasts, vulva.
Hey, come on now.
That trigger warning's getting some work here.
Oh, but it's so much fun to watch your little whiskers twitch.
So, these followers of yours do a lot of work for you, huh?
But I have almost 100 million little sheep. It's rather difficult to manage them all and keep them happy.
Why do you need to keep so many servants happy?
I need my sheep. If I don't have them, I'll have nothing.
Is it really true that if you don't have your followers, you won't have anything? Ain't you got other stuff you're interested in?
I suppose I enjoy reading and video games. And I can do those things alone.
Yeah. It took me a second because I had to double check, because sometimes last time I was playing, I keep mixing up Nosferatu thinking and control fallacy, so I wanted to make sure I was looking at it
There's
right.
also playing games with my body.
Oh, yep, there's that.
He's just immediately like, of course, that's where this conversation went.
Which Americans don't do. You like to shoot people instead. Bang, pow, ugh.
That ain't always true. But let's get back to what you were saying.
If I don't make them all happy, they'll turn against me.
Okay, let's double check. So let's go into our cognitive distortions. I feel like this might also be Nosferatu thinking. But it could be a control fallacy. Because I don't think it's a should statement, and I don't think it's labeling. And I don't think it's disqualifying the positive, so it's definitely either Nosferatu thinking or a control fallacy. If I don't keep them all happy, then they'll hate me. I think it's Nosferatu thinking.
That's some pretty extreme thinking. Your followers can't all be that fickle. The idea that you can make everyone happy is something that ain't in anyone's power. And assuming you have no control and they'll all turn against you ain't true either.
That is true, I suppose. I can do things you couldn't dream of. But I won't show them to you because you're an American.
That is much appreciated, miss. And now about the stuff you were saying.
He's just gonna skip right over that kinda insult. Like, thanks, actually.
All I'll be is the lonely, crazy girl with a flat full of stinky corpses.
Let's ease off them labeling terms. Don't go calling yourself crazy.
But it's okay to call herself stinky?
But I am crazy. And I know how strange I sound to these short-lived creatures.
I reckon I might sound the same if I were around as long as you and seen some of the stuff you've seen. Besides, crazy ain't got any kind of real meaning. What's sane? You've been around a while, you know them definitions change all the time.
I guess the fact that she's stinky is just a fact, lol.
I suppose that's true. Don't think any of us are really sane.
We're all mad here. I'm mad, you're mad.
I think that's a heck of a lot closer to the truth.
I just want to look at my body parts anyway. Don't have much else to share, it seems.
That
Come
one's
on
easy.
now, you've been around for nearly 2,000 years. How in the heck could you have nothing to offer? I'm sure you could tell me all sorts of things about history and the places you've been to and the things you've done.
If I talk about things I like, my followers abandon me. Fickle little bloodbags. They always like it when I show off, though.
That's a problem with your followers, not you. Don't go disqualifying the positive things about yourself just because they don't see them.
You're very kind, Manling. If you were one of my followers, I might even let you live.
A very kind gesture, miss.
Sometimes the things they have the characters say, it is just like, it's one of those like just vampire things, I guess, where it's just like, all right.
I can't help but think, though, I should make my little sheep happy. After all, they are willing to die for me.
You say you should keep your followers happy. Do you like it when they're happy?
Just because I kill my bloodbags doesn't mean I wish to be cruel. After all, they're so cute when they die with smiles on their precious little faces.
I'm glad to hear that, but here's the thing. When you say you should make them happy, you turn it into a responsibility. If you got 100 million people you should please, that's pressure you don't need. Get what I'm saying?
You are too sweet, little mouse. Like a sugar mouse. Someone might try to eat you.
Heck, they already did. How do you think I turned into a vampire?
You make me seem very silly for worrying so much about my bloodbags. Not a very good vampire, am I?
Well, what's a good vampire supposed to do?
My bloodfather used to tell me that we were supposed to be gods.
That, explains some of her issues there, huh?
Told me that we would rule all humanity. I imagine he'd be ever so disappointed in me.
Well, blood parents are always complicated. They like continuing their legacies, but people ain't too good at being anything but themselves.
I wish someone would tell him that. He's a very bad listener.
Well, you should be proud of yourself for getting away from him. I know it ain't easy.
I didn't leave him. The druids sealed him away long ago.
Props to them, I guess.
He'll slaughter us all when he escapes. And there will be nothing we can do. Oh, it's gonna be ever so much blood.
I think we can handle a vampire. There's a lot more of us now, and I bet the bastard ain't even heard of a gun.
You don't understand. He's a wizard.
Well, last I heard, wizards ain't bulletproof. Let's give ourselves a little credit. I ain't gonna worry too much about this fella. Besides, if he is coming back to kill us all, we only got so much time to enjoy, right? These dang followers of yours have got you stuck at home, though.
It's better this way. It's not safe outside.
Well, why do you say that?
Because there are bad people out there. They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
I think this is disqualifying the positive, but like, I can see why you wouldn't want to go outside after having lived through clan wars.
Many
No?
has quite an extreme opinion about all of humanity. What kind of distortion would that be?
I guess that's
Because there are
Nosferatu
bad
thinking,
people out there.
because black and white.
They've tried to burn me, touch me, enslave me. They are cruel and horrible.
I know you've been through some tough times, Mitty, and you got a hell of a lot of reasons to think people are all awful. But those experiences ain't the be-all and end-all. There's a lot of bad, a lot of good, and even more in between.
I like how he just takes the realistic approach.
Maybe. But it's safer to assume that it's all bad. Mortals are very afraid, and when mortals are afraid, they are quite cruel.
That's more of that all-or-nothing thinking. There's billions of people out there now, and more differences between each and every one of them than you'd expect.
But I don't need to endanger myself anymore. I have my sheep.
I'm sure we'll get to talking about them real soon.
We can talk about them now. They help me stay in my flat. If I stay in one place, I have power. Instead of them burning me, I can burn them. And touch them and enslave them.
I think that's a control fallacy.
With all due respect, miss, you're playing with sunshine here. Life is always going to change. That's the one thing we can be sure of. Your retreating from society is only going to make it harder to face the changes ahead.
Such as when the machines arrived.
What?
What machines are you talking about?
The ones in the factories. The ones who made me leave the bog. Did not like that very much. Not at all.
Oh, look, I didn't want to upset you. You're here to handle the world a little better, and that means being honest about what might happen. That makes sense?
Yes. The machines keep getting stronger. I should be ready for them.
All right. Well, let's keep talking.
They used to call me Calich na Mona, the witch of the bogs. I like it that way. I like it when they think I'm a monster.
Like, I hope we get more into this. I really hope that that's for later sessions, because, like, she clearly has other issues. Like, honestly, she's just really traumatized and needs to work through that trauma. I think that's the main, like, that's the root of her issue here. She has a lot of very valid trauma and defense mechanisms from her past that she does not need to be doing the way she's doing right now, and she is also projecting that on other people as a way to cope. Because, like she said, they did bad things to me, so now I want to do bad things to other people. If they think of me as a monster, then they won't come to hurt me. I got pushed out of my home, but I want to stay here where I'm safe. And so, like, that's what she needs to work through, so I hope that's something we can help her with later.
Hold on a sec, Mitty. I get that there's safety in people thinking you're some kind of monster. But what I can't abide is you calling yourself one. Names have
Okay, I'm
power.
glad he acknowledged that.
You know what they used to call me?
Fuzzy McWhiskers. Scaly Tail Sam. Ooh, Scurrying Sam.
They called me Slaughterin' Sam. And as you might imagine, I didn't earn many friends with that name.
That's not very cute at all.
No, it ain't. I didn't feel cute neither. I felt like an evil bastard, and that ain't a good feeling.
I didn't say I liked being a monster. It just makes me feel safe.
Then let's find a way to help you feel safe without calling yourself a monster then, huh? But keep going.
Good. Oh, okay, I'm glad that that's starting to come up.
If I want to be safe, I should show them what a monster I really am from the safety of my lair.
Well, why should you show them what a monster you are?
So that they'll know to stay away, of course.
And is that the only way people will stay away?
It's the way I know. I used to put severed heads outside my cottage, but the policemen don't like that very much.
So what if I said you should protect yourself by putting severed heads outside your place again?
I'd say you should learn otherwise. The police can be very mean.
That's what I mean. Should doesn't allow a lot of wiggle room. It might seem like it's just words, but them words can lock us up tighter in a bank vault. But let's keep talking.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
Okay, and that should be Nosferatu. No?
We ancient vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is very good at hiding her true capabilities.
I did it
perhaps
again. I
even
mixed up
from herself.
Nosferatu thinking and control fallacy.
Living alone is the life I know, anyway. Well, I've known for millennia. I can't survive in society now.
No?
We ancient vampires are very few. I can tell you with some certainty that your client is
Oh,
very good at hiding
duh.
her true
Disqualifying the
capabilities,
positive.
perhaps
Watch,
even
that
from
one's wrong too.
herself.
Living alone is the life I
All right.
know,
I'm
anyway.
pretty sure it's disqualifying the
Well, I've known
positive
for
because
millennia.
she's saying that she
Can't survive
can't
in
do
society
something.
now.
Like she's saying she's shitty.
You know,
There we go. Okay.
you're what, some 1,800 years old? You're older than any government on Earth. You've seen the world change in ways none of us could dream of. Hell, you basically won the internet, and I can barely open up my Vmail program. You're way more capable than you're giving yourself credit for.
I suppose that's true. But I'm not very good with real life people. Unless I'm eating them.
You're still disqualifying the positive by canceling out all them skills you got. You can use all that modern lingo I've barely even heard of. You dab, fam?
He trying.
That was ages ago.
See what I'm saying?
You are very clever, sweetling. It is easy to forget how small and weak mortals are. The world is a big place full of things that might try to hurt me.
Well, before you face the world, why don't we start with your neighborhood?
Start small. That's actually a common suggestion is like small steps. You don't need to do the entire thing at once if you can. Just do little bits at a time. It's like the same thing with the whole, like getting ready in the morning. Maybe you don't need to do every single thing all at once. You just do the little ones. You do this, and then you do this, And you do that, and then, once you hit the point you can't, you just focus on the things you can.
Let's start slow. Take a walk around your block, 15 minutes a day. Just spend a little time outside looking at the moon.
I suppose if anyone tries to hurt me, I should be able to kill them or enslave them. Very well, strange cowboy man. If anyone does kill me, I'll simply become a ghost. Then I can whisk myself up your bottom with a little ghost needle and poke at your guts.
I don't think it'll come to that. Just spend some time outside and see how you feel, and we'll talk again in a month. Sound good?
Very well. I suppose my followers outside must be eager to carry my coffin home. I promised I would eat them when we got there, so shouldn't keep them waiting. Farewell then, little mouse.
Hoo-wee!
Well done, my friend. You seem a little out of sorts. Are you quite all right?
She was something else.
Yeah, that one was pretty short. Probably because she wasn't very argumentative, but I can see why that one threw him off. Because most of the other people were just, ornery. But she was specifically, something outside of his understanding and comfort zone. The fact that he had to be here are my boundaries. Please stop trying to cross them. Seriously, do not cross this line.
Like so many of our kind, she simply struggles to adjust to a constantly changing world.
As do we all.
I think you will be of great help to her. She clearly likes you.
That's what I'm afraid of.
You are under my protection while you are here, Samuel. I guarantee no ghosts will travel up your posterior. You have done excellent work tonight. Please, relax downstairs.
I don't think that's what he's
Some
afraid
will
of
be
traveling
here
up his
before we know it,
posterior.
and the nights shall become short once again. Rest in peace, my friend.
What are we doing today?
Glad the kids here aren't glued to their little TVs.
Meddy is feeling overwhelmed by her followers on social media and their demands. She relies on them for food and help dealing with mortals. Talks about mortals as if they're all the same. Spends a lot of time online. Creates strong one-way attachments with her followers. Needs to get outside. Bad at boundaries. I think next time I should figure out why she's got such a simple view of mortals. Maybe she'd be better off if she didn't see him as ants?
I wonder why that is. I'll bet Crimson knows.
Giddy up, little doggy.
I ain't heard that one in a while.
Truth is, I'm running out of cowboy terms. What can I get you, handsome?
How about a kind ear for my troubles?
You got a real old school way of seeing bartenders. But in this case, you're right. I am a good listener. Lay it on me.
I got this new client. Makes me feel old.
250-year-old man feels old, huh?
Yeah. But seriously, I thought I understood people, but she's from another time, like. I've been around a long time, and I ain't seen nothing quite like this internet. But my client lives there.
And you think you can't help her because you don't understand the internet?
I think I did help.
I reckon I can be of some aid. Just gotta figure out all this technology. My dial-up modem might not be up to today's standard.
How does that even... Bro. How?
Maybe you were right. You are ancient. But I'm glad you're feeling confident, cowboy. A vampire who can adapt is a mighty fine one.
Gosh.
Here's the thing, cowboy. Nobody understands the internet. I don't feel old yet, though. Still just glad to be alive, thanks to Andy's blood.
Oh, yeah?
I know you've been curious about why I've been drinking vampire blood. You don't have to pretend. I've got a rare blood cancer. Andy's blood is what's keeping me alive.
Okay.
Oh, I'm real sorry.
I didn't say I was dying. I said I had cancer. Stop making that face. I'm just glad I found Andy. Don't think I was quite ready to die.
Well, I, for one, am glad you're sticking around, Crimson.
Well, thank you kindly. So what'll it be, Sam? You ain't gonna dance?
No, I ain't gonna dance.
You owe me that story one day,
Right?
cowboy.
Why are you so obsessed with never dancing?
Here, have a little something I whipped up for Andy. Herbal blood tea.
Oh, the rose hips.
No garlic, right?
No garlic.
Mighty kind of you. Maybe I'll take a nightcap.
Who be
You have
putting
yourself a
garlic
fine
in the
night, Crimson.
tea? Who put garlic in your tea, Sam?
Adios, muchacho.
I think that's my last client for a while. My caseload's big enough. I'm starting to get overwhelmed. Maybe something from one of my books will inspire me. But then again, I could watch cartoons instead.
Let's watch a cartoon, because last time we read a book.
I used to have a crush on Betty Boop, and I ain't ashamed.
They gonna actually do it? Okay, there we go. I'm like, we gonna actually play the cartoon? It's okay, I don't think they kink shame here, Sam. Are they gonna play, like, the whole cartoon? Alright. I guess we're watching Betty Boop cartoons.
Good night, Betty.
Good night, Uncle Max.
I'm concerned by whatever is happening here. Could you animate a grosser way of eating? Uh-oh. Magic toothache from eating a single bite of chocolate. I suppose that is a way of depicting nerve pain, yes.
My tooth.
I was wondering if they were gonna draw a dentist's office. She got some skills.
No, not there.
Tiny little apron. Who can chomp the hardest? No anesthesia or anything. Just rip that motherfucker out. If he has a crush on Betty Boop, does that mean that he's into domineering women?
I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, now you do? Really? This cartoon is insane. Everything growing a mouth and laughing is definitely not making this seem more grounded at all. Alright. And then everyone died. That's a hell of a thing to watch before going to sleep. Alright. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Damn. I'm gonna just say stop watching TV.
They don't make them like they used to.
That might be a good thing.
I think that's enough action for one night. Time I got me some shut-eye. Good night, son.
What kind of action were you getting there, Sam? That's not your
Fine
coffin.
evening to you, Samuel. How are you feeling tonight?
Got an extra pep in his step, I guess. Let's check whatever that did. Alright, here we go. So on May 10th, 2024. So I know the internet's been driving the mortals batty, but dang if it ain't affecting us vampires too. I've got a new client that has half the world watching her play video games online. What's that all about? Next thing you know, they'll be making cinemas where you stand behind the screen and watch folks watching the movies. The world sure is a strange place. And he says that that's it for new clients, and I'm grateful for that. I've been feeling a little cooped up here in the city. I'm taking a weekend trip to the mountains out in Harz. Gonna take the Autobahn. I'm past fear and death anyway.
Not bad, not bad. A little overwhelmed, but I guess I kind of have a lot going on these days.
Indeed you do. The mind is an easy place to get lost in, is it not?
You ain't kidding. Keeping all them cognitive distortions in my head and sorting through all my clients' problems ain't easy.
We are not machines, Samuel. I believe you will find that you can never handle everything at once. There is a term the mortals use these days, multitasking. It's a kind of meta-control fallacy. Even we must handle thoughts one at a time.
I guess. I just hope I can concentrate on my own therapy with all this stuff bouncing around in my noggin.
I do not expect you to be an exception to the rule, my dear fellow. Let us see whether we can clear your head. I would like to introduce you to a ritual I have learned for stealing the mind.
We gonna meditate?
This some kind of ancient vampire secret? Something the old ones gave you that's been lost to time? Something mortals could never imagine?
No, it's just meditation.
Oh.
That does not make the technique any less valuable. Now then, close your eyes. I will guide you through this process. Think of a place that brings you comfort. Where is it?
I'd have to say the woods. I always liked being in nature.
I figured that's what he
Then
would say.
imagine the woods and let your thoughts come to you. Be attuned to your body. Breathe, and you will be able to address your thoughts and clear your mind.
Looks like they looked up actual meditation techniques. That's interesting.
Now close your eyes and begin.
Oh, another mini game. All right. I kind of miss farting. Okay.
I ain't cut out for this therapy thing. Andy sure is a tall glass of water. I miss my princess. I kinda miss farting. Focus, Sam, focus. Who's got a pretty mane? Wonder what's on Batflix. Should I hook up with Reinhardt? I'm so bad at meditating. I like blood from San Antonio, not New York City. Relax, ain't no vampire hunters here. Who's my favorite horse? Is it you?
Okay, so when I'm doing it properly, the things stop wiggling as much.
How are you feeling now?
Yeah, all right. Fine, really. All them thoughts just feel like thoughts.
What sorts of things came up for you?
Well, I thought about my clients. I thought about all them cognitive distortions. My horse came up a lot.
That's not what we saw.
Your horse?
Yeah, Princess. She was my horse back when I was alive. I still think about her every day. I can't really stop.
I understand. I have bonded with many horses in my own life, but it sounds as though the loss of Princess was particularly fraught.
Yeah,
Would you like to start there?
not sure I'd like it. But seeing as it's come up, maybe we should talk about what happened to her. It's got a lot to do with my old gang. I mentioned them before. Well, the Mystic Bastards was their name. They were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose, and I had nothing to lose.
I want to double check something. Okay. I was wondering if the name Reinhardt would show up in there somewhere.
That sounds like some Nosferatu thinking, my friend.
Oh, I can see that now. But it turned out I still did have something to lose. And they took that from me to prove my loyalty.
Yeah, I think that's the goth guy, but also I'm not saying Sam's not into women because he kind of seems like he is, but you think about guys a lot. And like that might be worth looking into just to figure yourself out. Like you're at least some type of bi/pan, if not gay. Like there's something going on there, friend.
They took my princess, killed her in cold blood, and made me watch the whole thing. They made sure she saw me too.
Oh, Samuel, I am so sorry.
I just stood there, watching her dying, with them big eyes looking at me like she knew I'd betrayed her. They knew what it would take to break me, and it's my fault for letting them do it.
Oof.
But Samuel, these mystic bastards, it sounds as though these loyalty tests, these are the actions of a cult. They had no special care for you or your princess.
These were what they were just saying that I accidentally Twitch clicked through was that these were like a methodical part of their indoctrination process because like an intentionally cruel part of their methodical indoctrination process. So yeah, all of those loyalty tests were a cruel, methodical part of their indoctrination process, I believe was the exact wording.
Well, sure as shit worked. They knew where to hit me, and it's my fault for letting it happen.
What they did, Samuel, had little to do with you personally. You were vulnerable, and they took advantage. This is what cults do.
Yep.
But Samuel, you are exhibiting a cognitive distortion known as personalization. You are attributing the mystic bastard's actions entirely to your own supposed failings.
Yeah, got a new thing. Let's check that. Personalization. Often we assume things happen because of us. Heck, they often do. That's why we get tempted by personalization. Wrongly linking external events to ourselves in cases where, realistically, there ain't no definite link. Words. Sometimes people actually are out to get us, or we do cause events, but sometimes we're doing some personalization. Examples. The Vampire Country Club doesn't allow cowboy hats. They made that rule just to discriminate against me. The cattle got spooked and ran off. They must have been scared of my face, not the thunderstorm. A vampire hunter found my lair. Something about me must have screamed, "Target me."
While it is natural to grieve for your horse, holding yourself solely responsible is neither fair nor accurate.
Hold on a sec, my head's hurting. I can't hold on to all them distortions all the time. Ain't personalization a lot like a control fallacy?
An astute observation, Samuel. Personalizations are often a form of control fallacy.
I was wondering why it replaced that one. So I guess they're gonna have variants replace the specifics?
While control fallacies often manifest as a belief that you have more control over external events than is actually the case, personalization is a more specific tendency to believe that external events are reactions to you. But let us leave control fallacies out of the picture for now. You are correct that keeping all distortions in mind at once is unrealistic. I would not interrupt your thoughts if I did not think personalization important. You are shouldering the blame for Princess's death. I can see that.
Well, if it ain't my fault, who else's is it?
The Mystic Bastards, of course. Let me put it into perspective for you. I will make a series of statements,
The
and you help
fault
me
of the
identify
person
the
who dragged you
personalization
into their
distortion.
cult and then dragged you through that stupid loyalty test designed to indoctrinate you and make you feel like you had no other choice. They literally put you inside of a sunk cost fallacy on purpose. Because if you leave, then it becomes, well, then what was the point of the loyalty test with Princess's death? What was the point of all of the other fucked up things I did? If I leave now, then all of that was worthless. Like,
I overslept in my coffin because I forgot to set my alarm.
no, I think that's just the thing.
I beat Crimson's neck last night and missed the vein because I was distracted. It was entirely my fault.
That might be a personalization.
That's the personalization. There's a million reasons why you might miss a vein. Sometimes finding the right one can be tricky.
But I admitted that I was distracted. In this case, I am clearly the cause of my accident, and it is no distortion to say so.
I guess that makes sense.
Let me continue. Batflix raised my subscription price again because they knew I would pay no matter what.
I guess I should have gone to the next one because that's obviously the personalization.
That's the personalization. Batflix has no earthly clue who you are. They just raise their subscription prices anyway.
Just as your gang planned to isolate members from their former lives. Do you see the connection?
I guess so. I was just too stupid to see it at the time.
Labeling.
Calling yourself stupid is what distortion?
Yeah, it's labeling. But I should have known anyway. I knew that crew was bad news. I just thought I was bad news too.
You should have known. That's another distortion of reality, Samuel.
All right, fine. Should statement, whatever. So what the hell am I supposed to do, Andy? Say nothing's ever my fault and I don't gotta know nothing? I was responsible for getting that beautiful horse killed. She trusted me, and if I'd been someone else, she wouldn't have had to die in that awful way.
I am not asking you to lie to yourself. Far from it. And I am not suggesting that you absolve yourself of all responsibility.
That reaction is very common when someone pokes at a tender spot and you don't know how to deal with it. You lash out because looking inward is causing emotions that you don't know how to deal with.
But what would you say if a friend came to you with the same story?
This again.
Would you tell them what they should have done? Would you call them stupid? You said yourself that you joined your gang because they were the gang to join if you had nothing to lose. I do not think this is a circumstance most people choose.
Yeah, I suppose.
Remember, Samuel, we are trying to reframe our thinking by clarifying these distortions. I know it may feel as though I am picking on you, but I am not. Let us forget what you should have done to make room for a different distortion. You are drawing a direct link from your emotion to the death of your horse. This is a distortion called emotional reasoning.
Let's look up what that one is. Emotional reasoning is when we act like our feelings represent reality. No matter how unhappy we are, feelings alone don't define the world. I asked Andy, ain't everything emotional reasoning? He said no. Emotional reasonings, specifically when we project our feelings onto the world. The world can feel like garbage when I feel like garbage, but that doesn't make it reality. Examples. I get the shivers walking into this ghost town, so it's gotta be haunted. I feel uncomfortable around them young vampires. They must be up to no good. This horse trader feels trustworthy, so he must be. Let's do the deal. Okay, so... that's like what, hang on. That's like what, this guy was doing. I'm feeling this way, so this is what the world is. That's ironically that his ability literally manifests emotional reasoning into reality.
I understand the guilt you feel, Samuel.
I guess it's not
But your
ironic, they probably
guilt
did that on
does
purpose.
not act on its own. This terrible thing, it did happen. And some choices you made undoubtedly created the circumstances for it to occur. You are not blameless. But let us restrict your blame to what you have actually done.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I get awful worked up when talking about my princess. You should have seen her, Andy. She had these eyes. She looked right into my tainted soul and still loved me.
I understand, Samuel. We feel tremendous guilt when we fail an animal. When we look at reality, it is not to dismiss our burdens, but to process them fairly.
It ended up being good, I think, that we put the let's do the hour / the one client, because just this conversation's already making me kind of teary, so definitely gonna swap to a different game after
I
this.
would like you to understand emotional reasoning so you can see how emotions color our thoughts. Please listen, and call me out when I am using emotional reasoning. I feel anxious. Perhaps it is the garlic naan I smell from the Indian restaurant next door.
I think that's just a fact.
The mood in my club is somber tonight. I am sure
That
it is a
would be
reflection of my
emotion.
own dark mood.
That's the emotional reasoning right there. I don't think them folk in the club know too much about how you're feeling.
Exactly. Our emotions can feel all-encompassing, and that is purely biological. We are animals, Samuel. There is a small cluster
that's good
of
timing
brain
anyway,
tissue
'cause we're
at
gonna
the
have an
base of
ad
the
break in about a
cranium
minute.
that tells us we are safe or that we are about to die. The complexity of our existence is at odds with our biology, but we have the logic to recognize it.
Well, if reincarnation's a thing, I think I'd rather come back as a horse.
It is indeed a boon and a curse to have human complexity of thought.
No kidding. If I were a horse, I'd know better than to join any cowboy gang, let alone the Mystic Bastards. I'd be happy with a bag of oats and a field to run around in.
Insert that which curses me to be a frog. I sit on, lily pad, eat bug, be happy, which, wait, no.
How did you end up with the Mystic Bastards in the first place?
Well, like I said, I didn't have much choice. Nobody would have taken me in at that point, except a hangman, maybe. I wasn't a vampire yet, so hanging didn't sound too appealing. The last job I did got my brother killed, and after that, my wife left with my daughter and I never saw him again. Can't say I blame her. I didn't have nobody. Ain't no surprise that a vampire gang would be the only people to take me in.
Oh. So, before I get mixed up, okay, first, I wonder if he has any relatives? Did his wife and daughter, are there more kids? Does he have grandchildren, great-grandchildren running around? And two, that also explains some of how crazy that gang was, because if they want to indoctrinate people into the vampire stuff, it would make sense that they would be trying to twist them and cut them off from everything in their life, so they would feel the need to stay with these people and become vampires.
Aha, so that is how you turned.
Yes, sir. It wasn't pleasant. Not the candlelight and writhing bodies sort of affair you see in mortal vampire stories.
That is terrible, Samuel. The turning is never easy. How did they find you?
Oh, looks like ads have just started, so we will wait here for a moment for everyone to return. And once we get to the end of this conversation, then we'll save the game and move on to something else. I'm thinking with the sad horse story, I might go over to Little Witch in the Woods and play something cute for a bit. since the Dark Queen is also another darker game. Just drinking some water. Hope everyone else is doing good. Yeah, it's good that they put a trigger warning at the beginning, though. I feel like it would be also nice if sometimes they had options in these sorts of things to, like, I guess you could just manually skip through, but it would be nice if there was like a, hey, this section contains discussion of blah. Would you like to just skip that? We can give you a synopsis? That might be nice. But I guess that's why they have the warning, is basically like the, hey, you might need to stop or skip certain parts. It would just be nice if there was a button that you could hit that's just like, skip this section of topic, please, bloop, and then they would just skip to the next part instead of you having to like click through it and then like read it occasionally to check if they're still talking. Also, I don't see like a what was previously talked about option. I really wish there was some sort of let me see the past conversation so I could read things I missed. Because, like, as you guys noticed, I accidentally double-clicked. Sometimes my hands get a little twitchy. Bloop. And so I just totally skipped, like, one of the lines of dialogue. And if I hadn't been reading it ahead, I would have just had no idea what they were saying. I guess while we're just sitting here, I'll save real quick. Dancing to the music. Everyone should be coming back in about 15 or so seconds if they got swept away. It's interesting how a lot of the other characters have a different undertone to their coloration than Sam does. I wonder if that was done on purpose, like to kind of contrast everyone. All right, and since everyone is back, we will finish up this specific scene, and then we are switching over to most likely Little Witch in the Woods, because after that very sad horror story, we're gonna go play something cute.
That job that got my brother killed? We partnered up with one of them mystic bastards for it. He knew where to find me.
And he knew you were vulnerable, and that you had no place to go.
I've thought about that. Were they setting me up all along? Maybe. But whether they were or not, I really didn't have any place to go. I know when them wanted dead or alive posters go up, folk find dead easier and more fun. People saw me as outlaw scum when I was a kid, and there was no way they were going to be kinder knowing I was in a gang.
You know this for a fact. You are certain that no one would have any pity on you at all? That your only recourse was to join your gang?
I guess I don't actually know that no one but the bastards would have taken me in. Sounds like a cognitive distortion, huh?
I think you see the patterns now. It may seem like pedantry, and perhaps it is, but pedantry is the search for ultimate truth.
Spoken like a true pedant.
Lol.
It comes with being terrifyingly old.
This is yet another word I have now learned that I am reading wrong, because I always thought that was pedant. Pedantry, not pedant. I guess a lesson learned on that one.
You discovered the cognitive distortion before I could point it out to you.
That's what happens when you read a lot of stuff.
It is a cognitive distortion similar to Nosferatu thinking, so let us put that particular distortion out of our minds for now. Yes, things were grim for you, but your experiences caused you to assume that there were none who would favor you with a kind eye.
Let's see what our new cognitive distortion
You were
is.
exhibiting the cognitive distortion of overgeneralization, the idea that no mortal could accept you.
Overgeneralization. Overgeneralization is when we take one or two experiences and then assume future experiences will always be the same. Mortals overgeneralize when they think all vampires date high schoolers based on that one vampire book they read. We know that what we've experienced, but it's a distortion to think our experiences represent a pattern of a whole or something. And this is obviously one that's going to come useful for Medi. So it's interesting that we've been getting a bunch of new ones that we're now going to be able to use to narrow down. So I guess Sam's therapy is going to give him more detailed cognitive distortions that we can then use to help our clients. Which makes sense. You learn thing, apply thing you learn to the other thing. That's a A+ description right there. We know what we've experienced, but it's a distortion to think our experiences represent a pattern or the whole of something. Examples. Every time I play poker, I lose. I'll never win this game. Transylvanians sure are creepy. I knew a man who smoked a pack a day and died at age 96. I reckon tobacco's fine. That is a good example of an overgeneralization right there.
This clouded truth made you vulnerable to the Mystic Bastard's approach.
Damn. Maybe we ain't wrong, huh? I should have joined the Foreign Legion or something. Dang it, should statement.
Your mind is not a cognitive distortion shooting gallery, Samuel. Cut yourself some slack. All we seek is recognition of our distortions, not perfection and not punishment. Let us test your ability to recognize overgeneralization. Then I believe we will have covered enough for tonight. Elder vampires are insufferable. They all think they know everything.
Wait, ain't you an elder vampire? You don't seem like much of a know-it-all.
That's right, Samuel. Though in all honesty, I used to be quite insufferable myself. I aspire to be more patient these days. Let me continue. It seems to me that being a werewolf is pretty rough.
No, that's just a pun.
Vampires from Transylvania all have funny accents. I want to suck your blood. Who talks like this?
That seems like an overgeneralization, Andy. I ain't sure any of them ever sounded like that. Pretty sure they all sound American these days anyway from watching bat flicks all the time.
Correct, Samuel. I apologize for the offensive accent. It was employed only to prove a point.
I like how he apologized because he's like, hey, I'm sorry I said this shitty thing, even though it was part of my, like, proving a point. It's like when you're like, I'm going to say something fucked up because someone else said this and or I need to show an example of something, but I don't actually think this.
Well done, Samuel. Your ability to identify cognitive distortions continues to impress. But let us bring things back to you. I do not ask you to absolve yourself of the things you have done. You did not have the tools to be mindful of the thought patterns that made you vulnerable to the Mystic Bastards. I have seen mindfulness take root in you, though, Samuel. I hope this session has been helpful to you.
Yeah, I'm still sad. I'm still regretful about Princess. I think I'll always be. My not being mindful is what killed her. Every time I think about it, I just know I'm a terrible person who messes everything up. But I think the awareness helps.
Labeling.
It does. Then please tell me what cognitive distortion you just exemplified. Was it emotional reasoning, overgeneralization, or personalization?
Overgeneralization? Why would you put this answer in here? God. Okay,
It's overgeneralization, ain't it? Saying I'm a terrible person who messes everything up is reductive.
Well observed, Samuel.
Okay.
But you will find it is also emotional reasoning.
Oh, it
to
is
link
all of
your
them,
pain
okay.
to Princess's death, and personalization to attribute it to yourself. Remember, cognitive distortions are not a cudgel to beat yourself
so it
with.
was actually all of them. Now that's, so it's really interesting seeing that, which actually, that was one thing I was noticing is sometimes I would click something and it would succeed, but the blood wouldn't come out. And so I think that was an example of sometimes you can do multiple of these at once. Some of them just apply more, like are the primary ones. And so I think that's what the difference is between the blood and just a success is the blood spurt is indicating this is the primary one that is happening. And then the other ones are, yes, this is also technically happening, but it is not the primary one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. If we're spouting cognitive distortions all the time, ain't my clients gonna be mad at my constantly interrupting them?
You continue to impress. Yes, we cannot bully our clients with distortions. Thus, I find it is best to clear our minds and focus on a few during each session. Keeping endless distortions in mind is not easy for a therapist either, after all. I think we have done excellent work.
And I guess that's going to
and
explain
I'm
why
certain
we're
you've
only
got
going
the
to have
thirst.
5
I
per
know this evening was
thing.
emotionally intense. Ask Crimson for some scotch.
And that's also probably why we have the only 1 per sentence that we can do. But yeah, it's interesting how you can do multiple of those, like, thinking errors, cognitive distortions, whatever you want to call them, at the same time, you know?
Drinking booze ain't exactly compatible with our biology, Andy.
By scotch, I mean Scottish blood. It's iron-rich and quite delicious. I age it in whiskey barrels.
That sounds pretty nice. I might just do that and call it an early night.
As you wish, Samuel. Rest well, and do not lasso yourself so tightly, as you say. You are deserving of love, especially from yourself.
I'm just gonna leave before I get more embarrassed.
Pat.
Very well, Samuel. Rest in peace, my friend.
He got a crush. All right.
Samuel, greetings.
Oh.
You are seeing Dr. Drain again tonight, yes?
I thought we would actually go and do that scene, so we're just gonna save. And I will save reading the book for our next time, because then we can use that as a reminder of what happened. And now we are going to swap over to Little Witch. Little Witch in the Woods. Alright, give me a moment. Let's see. First, I need to change my category. All right, so that should be swapped properly. Now we're going to open up Little Witch in the Woods. If my category is not properly swapped, please let me know. Cute. Okay, so general. Oh, okay. I have multiple. I'm definitely going to use WASD mode. So we have. Let's see. Sprint. Riding broom. Walking. Potion. Tools. Favorites. Okay. Game collects data. Is that not just the thing? It's a little weird that there doesn't seem to be, like, mouse option. But okay. Here we go. Let us try out Little Witch in the Woods. Oh, I grabbed my hat. If you can't play this game due to static... Okay. I wonder where the carrot was. You're still thinking about that? We found everything except the carrot. I think it's good that we never found the carrot. It's one of those spaghetti stories. There was something off about that legendary carrot soup recipe. I just realized we never checked the men's restroom. You actually have some shame? I thought you knew nothing but adventures. We searched the whole school save for that place, but we never found the carrot. That means the carrot was in the men's restroom. A carrot in the men's restroom? What an odd sense of humor. I should write Jenny a letter asking her to look through the men's restroom. Can't you ask Will instead? It's the men's restroom after all. Nope, that coward finds it. He'll take it to the professor bawling like before. Keep in mind that if it weren't for Will, you'd be in jail right now instead of on a train. Or 6 feet under. What? This is definitely like a pasta What happened? Ugh, I'm so bored. You'd be even more bored in jail. I see why no one else wants to ride this god-awful train. It's boring enough to drive anyone insane. A ticket for this train costs 500 pies. And its stop? The witch's house in High Lion, where all roads lead to. You're magna cum laude at school for witches. I think I pronounced that correctly. Magna cum laude? I don't know how to words. Magna cum laude? Whatever, I don't care about any of that. How did I become magna cum laude? Loudy? Anyway, I even sneaked into the forbidden principal's office twice. 3 times. And I looked through the forbidden books in the hidden library in the school Were you trying to get expelled? I still remember that horned rabbit that was as big as a house. No wonder Will started crying. How on earth did I manage magna cum laude? I simply didn't want to lose. That's probably how, girl. Cut it out and sit quietly. This is the train only for those who want to succeed. The witch's house might be dark and damp, but it's only 3 years of your life. Fine, fine. Enough with the lecture. The thought of taking off my shoes when I got off the train alone was disturbing enough. Shoes? For what? Don't you know about the terrible city of rules that is High Lion? The first thing to do there is to take off your shoes off as soon as you get off the train. Are you sure? This is my first time hearing something like that. I heard that Jenny's older sister was wearing tall lace-up boots when she first arrived at High Lion, so she almost couldn't get off because she was busy untying the boots. That's strange. It's true. Ask someone else if you don't believe me. Oh. The truth remains. Should shoes be taken off when arriving at High Lion? Ask others. Cool. Neat. Investigate. The food was really delicious, though. Your face was bright only when you were eating after getting on the train. The omelet was overflowing with cheese and crab meat as soon as it was cut. That's making me hungry, man. The pink salmon steak seasoned with fresh lemon-scented kiwi sauce. Even the slightly frozen strawberries and peach sorbet with whipped cream. How dare you do this to me? Without such dishes, I would have jumped off the train sooner. It's definitely different from the food you buy at the store in the school for witches. I bought that to collect the Great Witch cards. I got scolded because I was caught keeping the card and throwing away the bread. Why? How dare. Don't do that in High Lion. I'll definitely try the Nubicula cupcakes there. That's if I get to High Lion before I get bored to death. Oh, the way she walks is so cute. Hello, Mr. Bartender. Hey, want a drink? No, I don't drink alcohol. Do you have any tea? Of course. Then I'll have a cup of that. The tea has alcohol, though. Is that okay? But then that's just alcohol. Alcohol with tea. Potato, potato. Then can I ask you a question instead of a drink? Anytime. From what I've heard, you have to take your shoes off before you step foot into High Lion Station. You work at the train, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, that story. Alright, I've seen plenty of confused passengers who were all dressed up for High Lion only to find themselves in the wrong shoes. If you're wearing shoes of that sort, I'd advise you to untie them in advance. O ye who reacheth High Lion, look first upon thy shoes, or that's how the saying goes. See, Virgil? I was right. You're not gonna ask just one more person, are you? Whatever research you do, one sample is never enough, you know. Facts, facts. Not even the greatest detectives can reach the truth based on a single piece of evidence. You have a point. Keyword gained, lace-up boots. It's a pain to wear lace-up... It's a pain to wear lace-up boots if you're boarding the train to High Lion? Let's ask the others, too. If there's anyone else on this train, that is. I should be on my way then. Alright, have a fun trip. Keywords are a feature for talking to villagers. You can use keywords to talk to them or ask them questions about specific themes. Okay? Keywords, let's see, there are general keywords and special keywords. General keywords are permanent keywords that apply to all villagers. Special keywords are for certain occasions such as quests and are removed after a certain number of uses. You can view available keywords from the keyword page of the journal. Alright, so let's open up our journal. Go to my keywords. Lace up boots. So there are 2 more people, it looks like. I've already talked to the bartender. Said that passengers arriving by train to High Lion must take off their shoes when disembarking. Hear what others say, then decide whether or not to follow the tradition. Welcome. Something on your mind? Oh, that's cool. Special. Trains are pretty rare, you know. So the constructors began to receive all kinds of feedback the moment they built the first station. That's why we ended up with these strange rules. Let's ask passengers in the other cars, too. I'm actually going to do the other conversations as well. Welcome. Want some water? Personal stories. What sort of work do you do here? I'm mixing my life and changing the alcohol. Wait, I think it's the other way around. I'm just an average bartender working in the most expensive place in the world. What brings you to this very expensive train? I thought you were listening to our conversation? I stopped listening when it got boring. I'm gonna be an apprentice at the witch's house in High Lion. After working as an apprentice for 3 years, I'll be able to graduate from the school for witches. Wow, High Lion, huh? That's a busy place, isn't it? So they say. Heroes leading the way. Anyway, that's why you got the train ticket for free. Or that's probably why you got the train ticket for free. You must be someone special. I don't really care about that kind of thing, though. That kind of thing is what's important at the end of the day. It's best to just suck it up. You'll be glad you did it later down the road, you know. It's an opinion, I guess. Yeah, later. What's up? I already did personal stories, so let's just chit-chat. Let me know if you need anything else to drink. What's up? Does he have a shop? We only sell alcohol at the moment. Something on your mind? We're just gonna end the dialogue. Goodbye. Here we go. Let's focus on what we're doing now. Oh, they want me to go this way. Must check everything for clickies. Wine in a place like this must be expensive, right? It is expensive. It's not like you can buy it just because you want to. Is it delicious? I think Twinkle Twinkle juice would taste much better. Aria said you don't drink for the taste. Sally also said that. It was fun to help make Sally's moonshine. Why the heck would anyone put that in a drink? That's the reason it was fun, though I wouldn't drink it because it looked too dangerous. It was a situation that I never want to be put through again. Ordinary passenger. Hello. Oh. Hello. Hi. Oh, I want to ask you about something. You're on the way to High Lion, right? Correct. What's the matter? Oh, it's just that you have a very rigid way of speaking. Oh my, old habits die hard, especially when one is deep in thought. Speak. Let's do lace-up boots. You've been staring at my feet for a while. Is there some kind of problem? Oh, I was gonna ask anyway, isn't it troublesome to wear such strappy boots? It takes some time to put them on and take them off, but I'm used to it. Then it would be hard for you when you arrive at High Lion. What? What are you talking about? I mean, you have to take your shoes off when you get off. What? 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 Huh? Oh, you were kidding? I'm sorry, I'm rather dull when it comes to things like this. Jenny? Mr. Bartender? At last, mystery solved. Did I make some kind of mistake? No. I just realized that I was deceived. Come to think of it, I remember now. It's a joke to make fun of people who visit High Lion for the first time. Stop, you don't have to kill me twice by giving that much detail. I'm sorry. Are you holding back laughter? You don't need to be too upset. When I went there for the first time in the past, I was also tricked by a colleague and took them off. That doesn't comfort me at all. I'm sorry. How do you feel? I can't believe Jenny deceived me. There's a reason why she's your friend. Now go back to your seat quietly and wait until we've arrived. We still have 3 more days to go. Ugh, gross. The truth remains. Sure, speak. You live in High Lion? Correct. I own a flower shop there. Nice. Whoa. Speak. Do some chit-chat. I'm not much of a talker. I don't have anything to say in particular. Speak. So, goodbye then. Up ahead is the engine room. I'm an attendant of Brightman Railroads. So it seems like now I can't use that option anymore because I already learned the thing. So I guess that's something to be wary of, though that does increase replayability, which is cool. I'm an attendant of Brightman Railroads. My job is to ensure the passengers' comfort and safety. Up ahead is the engine room. Oh, I already clicked that, my bad. Chit-chat. Small talk is forbidden during operation. Okay. Because... yeah. Though I imagine looking at it now, he probably would have just been like, sorry, I can't talk right now. Alright now, have some patience and stay seated. Ugh. Quest complete. I'm bored. But you just sat down. This is torture. I should have torn up that stupid ticket right then and there. Check out this idiotic pattern. It looks like it has armpit feathers of a phoenix in it. Although not from the armpit, it definitely has phoenix feather. What? It definitely has phoenix feather, Phoenix. It's to prevent people from counterfeiting such expensive tickets. You're such a know-it-all. No one asked. If I should ask something, it would be about the mountain right outside there. It must be hiding a cave with a tiled chamber deep within. There would be tall pillars, strange statues, and a giant door in front of which you'll find... Sounds like the prologue to a story where you awaken a terrible demon. Wait, hold on. Virgil, shut up and look out the window. At the summit of the mountain, there's a gigantic shining tree. A gigantic shining tree! Why is it shining? Does it have luminous flowers? It must be beautiful up close. I'm also intrigued by this. Give it up. This train won't stop for 2 days. Ugh, I want to get out now. I hope we crash. Why would you do that? Fat chance of that happening, so just stay bored. Now that you have triggered that flag, there is an increased chance of that happening. After all, you signed up for 3 years of even more boredom. Aren't there any crocophants nearby? Nope. What about boa constrictors? This isn't a jungle. Train robbers? This isn't the Wild West. It's a healing game, remember? Meta. Hey, a boa constrictor! The correct line is, what's going on? There's no station here. Why are we stopping? I'm not sure. Maybe there's something wrong with the train? I doubt it's a boa constrictor, though. I don't care if it's not a boa constrictor. Please just say there's some massively critical issue. Please, please, please. Here he comes, little otter man. We apologize for the inconvenience. A critical issue, perhaps? You look way too happy about that. The train cannot continue its journey due to a critical issue. Yes! Attention, the train will stop until tomorrow morning, and the departure time... Can we go outside? Will likely be announced tomorrow. We will depart immediately if possible. Okay, I'll be back in a bit. In the meantime, please avoid wandering too far from the train. Let's go! I'm not sure if you remember, but... Of course I remember. The shining tree is at the peak. No, not that. We have to get back by tomorrow morning. Then we should get going. Let's focus on what we're doing now. Oh, I can't go talk to a wolf guy. Okay. Wow, it's so dark. If you're scared, we can go back to the train. I love it! Let's hurry. You can go to the memo board to view your current tasks. I like how the hat is glowing. It's save time. This is fun so far. The controls are kind of weird, but... Oh, I can't touch the glowy grass. It's a hill. Won't be easy to climb. Look over there. There are vines hanging on the hill. I'll be able to climb that much. That's bad news. Oh, little tutorial. That's cool. It's a secret passage, Virgil. I don't think it's a secret or a passageway. I bet there's a path beyond here. What's this? Looks like Little Honey Pumpkin. Oh, that's a cute name. What's that? It's a demon that grows in gardens. Slightly less cute, but let's see what the thing is. The vines grow so fast that you can never get rid of them by hand. To remove the vines, you must find and destroy the core hidden somewhere. So, you mean that thing right above our window? Our little text window? If we find the core, we can remove the vines, right? Or just be good and return to the train. That can't happen. Let's go look for the core. It must be nearby. Since the core gives off light when you touch vines, you'll be able to find it. I don't need to do that. It's clearly right here. Removing the core. Removing the vines. Oh, they remove themselves. Great! It's finally time to explore. Please don't use the word explore. The word gives me anxiety thanks to your mother. What did Mama do? Use the sprint button to move faster than normal. Sprinting uses stamina. Oh, my stamina bar is so tiny. Wow, what's this? It's something you've seen before. Me? I don't remember it at all. Either way, it's not needed now, so don't worry about it. You'd only need to know if you were moving here. Then maybe I should move here? Let's think about it after you finish your apprenticeship in Highline and graduate from the witch school. If I'm still alive by then and not bored to death, that is. Shake the tree. Sticks. What's this? A plant. Witch flower. Ooh, another plant. Ooh, a fancy stick. A giant branch. What this? Nothing. Must have all the sticks. The animations are so cute. Look at her little wiggly eyes. I want this, but I can't grab it. Oh. Sadness. Looks like time is paused while we're doing this, so. Luna coin pouch. Won't know how many Luna coins are inside until you open it. Alright. An apple. A cran apple. Since this is clearly the top of the area, I'm gonna run over this way. Must pick up every item. Picking up all the sticks. It's too dark and worn for me to see anything. I don't see any words, only pictures. Let's come back when it's brighter. I don't have the right chalk. So I'm definitely gonna get to come back here later. I mean, obviously, there's an item I can't pick up right now. I have to be able to come back later. And I can't go over here yet. The road is blocked. We won't be able to pass unless we get rid of it. Oh, cool. I guess the village is beyond that little honey pumpkin. I wanted to see the village. What a pity. That's a good way of locking it off, of having it be like that. So I guess when I eventually get to the village, I'll be able to break the honey pumpkin and come back up here. Just walking up to things and clicking the K button, like, can I do this? Can I do this? So I would definitely recommend, if you play Little Witch, to have your fingers on WASD and then on K and L. Because K is do thing and L is exit. And then you can just shift over and hit J real quick without any problem. And then escape is just escape, so you can hit that from your WASD. I want this, but I cannot have. All right, I need to go this way. Up we go. A mountain! You're yelling because you hate it, right? I always hated mountains. My leather gets worn out from all the wind. Lol. Climby, climby. This is for me. Witch flower. More witch flower. Maple herb. Dangle mango. Lol. There should be another map. Cool. Head over here to see what's available. This is probably going to pop out another thing I can't have. Yes, it is. I can't do that either. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here to climb up that and get all those fancy things. Parkour. Can't get that either. There must be like a bug net or something that I'm missing. Okay. This is gonna be another you don't have the right chalk. I don't have enough stamina. Interesting. I guess that's something I just don't physically have enough stamina to do. Butterfly. More pumpkins I can't get past. Looks like it's hard to remove it with just your hands. You can temporarily get rid of the vines with Weed Terminator Potion, but they'll grow back after a while. Then what do I do? You'll need to find the core and destroy it. The core should be somewhere near the vines. And if the core is behind the vines, then you'll need Weed Terminator Potion and quick action. Okay, I think that's just me grabbing shit with my hands. Yeah. Okay. So then I'll use that to swap my stuff. Piece of rock. Why are so many things blocking the path? Must be a forest with many secrets. What's this? Looks like a barrier made with witch sigil. Witch sigil? Is there a witch here? There was, or do you remember how it works? School hammered it into my head. Shouldn't be an issue as long as it's drawn well. This is the thing that I don't know how to use that. For now, let's just not worry about it. Ah, can't go over there yet. Ooh, magic time. Yay. Lovely. Look at the glowing tree with all the butterflies. That's so cool. Wow, it's the shining tree. The same one we saw from the train. This is a bitter grape tea tree. I don't think the tree is the one that's shining. Check this out, Virgil. There are a ton of butterflies on it. You're right, the butterflies seem to be glowing. These are blue moon butterflies. They give off a subtle moonlight. The light from these butterflies has the same power as actual moonlight. Oh, that's cool. So I guess like for spells that need moonlight, I'll be able to use those as a replacement. That's why strange things always happen in their habitat. They change the environment. Aren't they beautiful? A giant tea tree with butterflies glowing with moonlight? It is very pretty. It's not just beautiful, it can be called an amazing sight to behold. Just shifting how I'm sitting, examining the pretty tree covered in butterflies. A blue tea tree. Does that mean there are other types of tea trees? Is this a pretty magnificent discovery? Actually, those two life forms are not rare themselves. What? You mean although the sight is stunning, it's not special? The fact that those two are together is the amazing part. What about those two being together? They're usually raised together artificially to get moonflower in lucerne or two. But it's uncommon for them to be together naturally like this. Anyway, we did find something, right? I guess so. I'll have to write a letter to the school. Let's look around a bit more. Fill up the encyclopedia and all, right? Just don't be late. We must return to the train by tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's go back the way we came up. There might be other strange things. Cool. Outside the train, there are new sights and interesting things to discover. That's just go up the mountaintop and search for the tree. The train sleeping compartments are narrow and uncomfortable, leaving you more tired than rested. While the train is being repaired, explore the forest and find a comfortable place to relax. Probably can't go that way. Nope. I don't think I'll get a wink of sleep on the train. I wonder if there's anywhere I can sleep for tonight. What about the ground? The dirt and rocks should make for a nice bed. That's not funny, Virgil. Look, this place is also inhabited by the blue moon butterfly we saw at the peak. You might as well collect some for study purposes. Ooh, does that mean I'm gonna learn how to do it? You think I could just sneak up and grab it? Wait, don't you remember what Mr. Gravier said? Death lives under the bed? No, not that. Draw it before you touch it. Exactly. Firstly, use the quill to draw it in the encyclopedia. Tool selector, quill. Oh, that's fun. Once a subject has been drawn with the quill, it cannot be drawn again. There's a cooldown before you can use the quill on something of the same type again. Open menu, select my encyclopedia. Drawing life forms with the quill in the encyclopedia unlocks information about them. When you draw the same type of plant or animal multiple times, additional information will be unlocked. Habitat, time of appearance, etc. Oh, this is fun. Tools used for collecting. Possible collected items. How to make collecting easier. You may level up your encyclopedia and receive rewards by pulling off different actions. Great, it's registered in the encyclopedia. Seems like you can't catch it right now. Do you know why? How would I know? You might not know, but the encyclopedia does. Take a closer look at the encyclopedia. Let's see. Glasses time. Now do you see why you can't catch any? So you can collect them using a bug net. It was like time, place, location, habitat, tool were the options, so I clicked tool because obviously. I don't have one right now, though. Not much you can do then. But I want to do it right now. Mood. Yeah. Getting to the witch's house in High Lion is more important. Disagree. Let's go back down now. There's gotta be something else that's fun. Oh, and because time is frozen, that time is never gonna change, it looks like. Maybe I shouldn't have collected everything, lol. Maple herb. A red herb that roots itself in cliffs, also called coward's grass because children pick the herb as a show of bravery. Curse-lifting candy. Candy can relieve a light curse, is the curse that makes you forget to brush your teeth, or a curse that makes you fall often. It's sweet mint flavor and is delicious. Oh, there's the weed extermination potion. Potion commonly used in gardening. Be sure to find stubborn weed in your head when brewing or risk removing all the tasteless veggies as well. That would be a disaster. Okay, whew. Blue butterfly, a butterfly that emits soft blue light from absorbing moonlight. Oh, wow! I know, I just saw that cat too and was like, what? Ellie, let's go back to the train. Look at that, Virgil! A shining white cat? I've never seen anything like that before. Ellie, we have to... Let's go after that creature! Right? Chase after the peculiar white cat. Cat! Silver star bell. Oh, that also requires a net. This silver bell-shaped flower also produces a mellow sound like that of a bell. The echo of the flower evoke a melancholy feeling from within. Melancholy feeling from within. Witch flower. Witches often use this flower for making things, so it's also known as the witch flower. I think the cat dropped something. What is it? Witch's white chalk. Looks like witch chalk. The thing you use to draw sigils? Looks a little different from the one we were using at school. Has just a different packaging. Of course, now I'm like, wasn't there some witch chalk up here? Yeah, of course they would stop me from going up there. I mean, I suppose that's a good way to do it, if they want you to do this specific tutorial. This witch sigil seems to have been erased a bit. Won't work if it gets erased like this. You can draw the sigil again using the same colored witch chalk. Since I have the one I picked up earlier, let's draw it again with that. Should I redraw the witch's sigil using one witch's white chalk? Yes. Alright, I've redrawn the witch's sigil. Ta-da! Huh? Where'd the cat go? Look, Virgil, there's a house. That's a witch's house, isn't it? It looks pretty old. I guess we can talk to the master witch here and stay here for a while. It doesn't look like there are people inside. If there's no one, we might stay for a while. Isn't it natural for an apprentice witch to stay at a witch's house? That's true, but... Discovered the witch's house. Let's take a look inside. Mail. Take a nap. Oh, it actually let me go in. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I can't. That's probably why then. Anyone here? Or anyone there? Is anybody there? Seems like no one's here. This witch's house may have been abandoned. After all, even the witch administration can miss out things. Alright, let's go inside. Oh! It really is abandoned. It really is an abandoned witch's house. Taking that into consideration, it looks okay. Although it's not that clean. since the witch's house is managed on her own. And it doesn't seem to be in a very good condition considering how dirty it is. The bed looks quite comfortable, right? I guess I can just sleep here. Well, since the witch's house is a public institution, it's okay to sleep one night or so, and it's better than sleeping outside. Collecting uses energy you can recover by sleeping or eating. Cool. The house is a bit messy. We'll just stay for one day. Who cares? We're not gonna stay for just one day. The house is a bit messy. We'll just stay for one day. Who cares? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. It's Shiro1 Kokoro. I really appreciate it. Looks like my notification isn't quite working still, so I'll need to adjust that, but either way, very much appreciated. Yeah, we're playing Little Witch in the Woods, and I believe we have just discovered what will probably be my house. You will wake up tomorrow at 8. Sleep. Yes. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, hanging out, and I really appreciate the follow. It's awesome to have you as one of the slime friends. What's with that face? You slept on a nice fluffy bed. Yes, but I dreamt that I was sleeping on the train. All that effort not to sleep on the train, only to dream of just that? You should have just slept on the train. No, that's not it. I slept very well, actually. I can almost hear the sound of the train, though. Wait, isn't that indeed the sound of the train? What? Really? Is it departing already? Let's go have a look. It really is the sound of the train whistle. I think it's about to leave. Let's hurry back. I woke up just in time. Glad I didn't sleep in. I mean, for all we know, we did. What? Those are so cute. What's more important? Looking at the animals or going on the train? Looking at the animals, definitely. A squishy chub! Alright, ad break is going to be soon, so I will probably just wander around and explore for a bit. Live in underground burrows in groups of 2 to 4. As curious creatures, they approach people first, should someone come near them. Touch the squishy thing. Hello, little buddy. The squish. Oops, I put my quill back on. The train can wait. Alright. There the viewers go, swept into the ads. I shall squish the squishy things while awaiting their return. just collecting all the sticks. Okay, we're gonna shake, and then we're gonna record. Hey, get back here. I will draw you in my book if it's the last thing I do. A bush bug. Thank you. Well, you are going to get a lot of slimes in this channel. Makes homes within bushes. They have uncharacteristically large wings for such a tiny body. Perfect. I appreciate your contribution. It is a very good contribution. Okay, it says there's still something I haven't looked at in my encyclopedia yet. I probably just haven't marked over the... Green forest is home to many creatures. Try to complete each encyclopedia. Cool. I like the cute little dancing dinosaur. Cute slimes, cute witches, all good. Okay, it probably won't let me leave this area then. But it will let me explore the entire area, so that's good. We got about 30 seconds until everyone is freed from the ads. At which point we will head down to the train. I don't have enough stamina. How dare. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good sleep, Shiro. I usually don't stream this late, so if you're usually up earlier on Mondays, you will be able to be here for much longer with me. But, yeah. Bye-bye. Not enough stamina. Alright, since everyone is back from the ads and I am out of stamina anyway, we will head to the train. Ooh, pretty. I went down the wrong path. Yep. That's how that's gonna be. Alright, this should be the correct way to go. It is. Perfect. And watch as the train leaves. Huh? Where's the train? Looks like that bird was imitating train whistle sounds. But where's the train? It's gone to Highline, of course. Then what do we do now? Let's look around the area. We may find some clues. Why are you so calm? I've been through much worse with your mom. When climbing walls, you can use the parkour button to travel faster. Traveling faster consumes stamina. What on earth is that thing? It's called the Gaga bird. They say it's a bit insane. Quiet. I don't need this information now. It's your fault for oversleeping. Don't blame the Gaga bird. Fine, whatever. Just be quiet. A letter! How nice of them to leave a letter behind. Let's see. I think it's from the bartender on the train. You're probably shocked to see that the train is gone. I heard that a witch who arrived in the middle of the night got rid of the prickly vines in no time. Unfortunately, the train couldn't wait any longer and had to leave right away. But don't worry, the train will come back and there's a village nearby where I used to live. You can just spend some time there. There should be a sign in the forest. Follow it and find the village. When you arrive at the village, please send Enite and Arden my regards. Bartender. That place we saw earlier must be the village. Are you even a little upset that we missed the train, Ellie? It's okay since there's a village, right? I guess we can just wait here. How about cleaning the witch's house? We must get rid of the prickly vines at the village entrance. Okay. Please try not to sound so excited. We missed the train, remember? Okay. You heard me, right? I was expecting her to go, okay. Well then, I might as well add more to the encyclopedia now. All right. Can I go this way? Nope. Can I go this way? Nope. Back up into the woods. Return to my home in the woods. That's an even funnier reason. It's not because this is where you're actually going to live. It's because you were stupid and missed the train. Let's draw some more things. I don't have enough stamina to draw. Boo. I mean, like, mood sometimes, but also boo. Let's go see what the tree looks like in the morning. Rock. Rock. Let's focus on what we're doing now. Ugh, fine. I say and then immediately go up here. Pretty. Okay, we can go back now. Since I'm out of stamina, I guess we'll head back to the witch's house after I investigate the vines. Do. Little walking sounds. It's this way, right? Yeah. I think this road leads to the village, but the little honey pumpkin is in the way. Let's go to the witch's house and figure it out. And also clean up. Oh. Well, I'm sure you don't want to live in a dusty house. So, let's get rid of the weed first. There's too much. It would take forever to pull all this out using hands. Take a look at the bin over there. It might contain a potion to get rid of the weed. Check my mailbox. There's nothing here. Then we'll have to use another tool. Is there another tool? Yes, there is a wonderful tool. What's that? Your hands. Your hands. Ah. I like how I don't have the stamina to draw, but I have the stamina to pull weeds. Okay, I think that's all the weeds. All right, I think that was all. It's clean now, good. Now it's time to tidy up the house. Right. In we go. Look, Ellie, it's a quest mark. All I see is dust and cobwebs that we have to clean up. Exactly what I'm talking about. Let's find something useful while cleaning. Oh, it's a notebook. Might be useful later. I'm guessing that's going to be my save point, probably. It's a witch bookshelf. Technically, it's a bookshelf that a witch once used. That's same as a witch bookshelf. I'm not gonna read a book, though. I'm tired of books. Even a poisonous mushroom is better than a witch who doesn't read books. What does that mean? I think that's pretty obvious. Because a poisonous mushroom kills just one person. Stop nagging. I read enough at school. 12 plants that change the history of witches, fun witch plant encyclopedia, dream plants for witch garden. There are so many books on plants. I guess the previous resident was a witch who studied plants. I should store any books I get in here. Oh, cool. This house is such a mess. It reminds me of your room. My room was cleaner than this. You are right if it's the dust that you're talking about. Isn't it too squeaky? Did you gain weight? Hey, that's not it. I wonder where the previous witch has gone. She probably left a long, long time ago. She can be living well somewhere in Lucerne or two. All done cleaning. It's also messy in front of the desk over there, Ellie, in case you didn't notice. Stop bossing me around like a professor. I finally managed to get out of school. There's some dust over there, Ellie. Don't leave food behind, Ellie. I told you not to go inside the principal's office, Ellie. You should have listened. Oh, this is a witch elevator. That's why you should listen that's why you should listen to your professors. Let's hurry up and go down. What if there's a scary monster? You think so? Oh, I'm so excited. Ta-da! Witch's workplace. Wow, look at this, Virgil. This looks like the dispensary. You can make potions here as long as you've got the proper tools. But it needs some cleaning first. Wow, cleaning again. I know what this is. It's an extractor. We used it so many times at school. It was a slightly smaller one, though. It would be hard to use. Look at the glass bottle underneath. Oh, that's true. It's broken. I'll need a friendly toad at least. I need to get a glass bottle first in order to use this. You need to at least fix the extractor in order to make potions. All right, let's go to the village first. Let's look for one. What this? Squishy fur extract. Squishy fur extract. Ah, this is the stuff for the weed killer potion. Bug bush extract. Witch flower extract. This is a potion ingredient, isn't it? You've used them in school countless of times. Are witches usually this sloppy? Sloppy or not, they're careful with their ingredients. Then I guess the witch that lived here was really sloppy. Or she left in a hurry. Why? Beats me. A roaster? Ugh, I hate this thing. After you put in the collected items, it's a long and anxious wait. It's quite convenient as long as you remember to toss the collected items in beforehand. But it seems to be in bad condition. Really? Oh, yeah, there's no handle for the winding the spring. Where would I get a roaster handle? It's okay, the roaster's not needed for the basic recipes. We may find something in the village. Yeah, let's go to the village first. How come everything here is broken? You can't expect to find things intact in a place so dirty and messy. A spilled bottle, scribbled paper, and a book. What a mess. Just brush off the dust. Just brushing off the dust might take a lifetime. What's this? Moon oil. Looks like a recipe for a potion. Judging from the mark, this should be a limited recipe. Limited recipes are also disposable. I guess it was used by the witch who was here. It reads, a potion with the power of the moon. The ingredients are moonflower and phoenix feather. Are all very expensive. I'll use it someday. Let's have it ready for now. Yep, all right. There's also something underneath. Where? Oh, you're right. I don't know what kind of text this is. You learned it at school. It's an ancient witch language. You mean I learned how to read these strange symbols? Your score wasn't bad either. I don't remember anything. Anyway, let's have a look first. Looks like a recipe. It seems like moon's something. I have no idea. I got a headache. Girl, I am also wondering how the heck you managed to get the fucking high-ranking grade. Take a look if you remember later. Unreadable memo. An old memo written in an unintelligible language. I think I learned the language a while ago, but I can't remember. Yeah, I should put it away and revisit it later. This desk would be nice to use as a workbench later. There's no use for it now, though. You can view life and form information and recipes in the encyclopedia. This is my chest. This box looks pretty useful. I can put stuff here when my pockets are full. Let's see. There we go. Let's see, we're gonna sort. There. A broom. Okay, I think everything else is clean except the cauldron. Wow, this pot looks pretty good. I think it was made by the Blue Thunder Workshop. And it has a very classic design. I've only ever used the cheap pots at school. Finally, I get to use a good one. Do you remember how to use one? Of course! Use processed ingredients, heat them precisely, and stir them in the right direction. And at last, you'll end up with a proper potion. In order to craft potions, you'll follow the required ingredients, fire setting, and ladle direction. Carefully read the recipes in the encyclopedia. I actually like the way Mrs. Olivia speaks. Still, the cauldron looks fine. You'll be able to make a potion if you have the ingredients. The processing tools are in bad condition, though. Since there are some discarded ingredients, let's make the potion we need using them for now. Yes, I'm done cleaning. And we can make potions now. You can't process properly with broken tools. Someone left their ingredients on the floor. Let's try making with them for now. There was little honey pumpkin in front of the village. The stubborn weed I think they mean extermination potion. Should do it, right? Oh, she actually phrased it wrong. Stubborn weed extermination potion. It's a weed terminator potion. Anyway, let's get started. Check the recipe in the encyclopedia. You can probably use the ingredients you were lucky enough to find. You can use the witch's pot in the workshop to craft the potion you need. When crafting, you need to check its recipe, use the required ingredients, adjust the fire setting, and stir with the ladle. The progression bar at the top indicates the quality of the potion. If you don't follow the instructions, the bar will shorten. If the bar disappears, the crafting fails. The longer the remaining bar when you finish crafting, the higher your score. Displayed on the right is the recipe of the potion currently being crafted. Complete all the phases of the recipe without failing, and the crafting will be successful. During the fire setting phase, you need to adjust the heat intensity as required. You just need to follow the recipe's instructions of the current phase and meet the heat intensity and duration requirements. During the ladle direction phase, you should adjust the ladle direction. You just need to follow the recipe's instructions and stir in the required direction for the required amount of time. When adding ingredients, you must add the required ingredients. You just need to follow the instructions in the recipe and add ingredients required for the current phase to the pot. When crafting, you may encounter unexpected situations in both fire setting phase and ladle direction. Handle the unexpected situation to make high quality potions. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's see how the controls work for this. All right, then let's make potions in the witch's pot. Time to make the potion. Oh, cool. This is for the moon oil. This potion emits soft moonlight. Its lovely silvery light not only gives you the moon's power, but is also useful to set a romantic mood when you're on a date. Before using, ensure your date is not a werewolf. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to need 4, and that should be visible during my craft, so... Okay, looks like I'll be able to auto-craft eventually. Oh, I have to hold spacebar to keep it, oops, in the range of 4. So we need... And then we hold the button in the direction. Oh, that was cute. Weed Terminator Potion. To make the best use of this potion, it is best to know what unwanted plant you are targeting. It is most effective on garden weeds. Awesome! The Stubborn Weed Externization Potion is complete. It's extermination, not externization. Anyway, it's ready. Let's go throw it at the little honey pumpkin. You must use it carefully since there are no more ingredients. Okay, don't worry. Watch as I screw it up. Throw it at the little honey pumpkin, find the vine core, and remove it. Because Weed Terminator Potion is just a temporary measure. I got it! Are you sure? You can use the potion selector and select any potion and use it. Whoops. Now, collect at least 2 before they escape to their burrows. Cool. I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. The buds bloom only at night while emitting light. The pollen in the buds, when they flower, must be collected. Grab its stem and give it a tight tug to pull it up from the ground. Whoop. Everything else looks so nice, but this bed, man, look at that. You can now save and load. Yep, alright, that is a save book. What should I do? Let's save. That way, if I screw up, I can just reload. Cannot nap at night. You can only take 1 nap per day. Alright. Oh. Didn't regen a whole lot, but it regens something at least. I want to see if I can go and draw the things on the plateau now. What? I can run? I totally didn't. Oh, I can't. I totally didn't forget about the fact that I have my tiny, adorable little stamina bar that allows me to move faster when I was slowly walking everywhere constantly. There it goes. Good, I think it's working properly. Let's pass by quickly and find the core in the meantime. Badoop. Yay! Huh? This isn't a village? Look over there, Ellie. It's a prickly vine this time. And it's quite huge and thick. Oh no! What do I do with the extractor? First, take a look around it. Loot. Normal beef stew. No entry. Lots of food. Wow, it's really big! Too big for the Weed Terminator potion, I think. We need another solution. We'll have to stay at the witch's house for a while. Wisteria. The village is just ahead. Hello, do you live in the village? Wow, what a lovely view. What? Aren't these trees beautiful? Their green leaves are so pretty in the sun. Sure. Nature is so breathtaking. You must love nature a lot. I suppose no one dislikes nature since it's so charming. Okay, I'll be back. Walk under the vast sky and feel the charm of nature. That was one enthusiastic fan of nature. So enthusiastic that you can't have a proper conversation with her. You should respect her interests. I think it's more of an obsession. Something didn't feel right about her. You think she's cursed or something? A curse that makes her praise nature all the time? A curse by a nature level? Well, maybe. Many witches are quirky, after all. The curse-lifting candy that can lift the curse, it should be among the basic recipes. Oh, but we can't use the processing tool now. I must process what's been collected to make candy. What should I do? You picked up several ingredients at the workplace earlier, didn't you? Those would be enough to make curse-lifting candy. And did you see the thing beside them? Beside them? What? How? Oh, right there. There's a glass bottle that would be perfect as a glass extractor bottle. I thought they were talking about the giant bird and was like, how did you not see that? Where? There really is. All right, let's make curse-lifting candy to lift the curse. And to receive that glass bottle as a reward. That would be nice. First, let's check on the candy that can lift the curse in the encyclopedia. Whoops. Oh, no, wait, I want to go here. Okay. Going back to my house. Making some curse lifting candy. Fingers on the wrong button. Curse lifting candy. Whoops, I put them in the wrong order. There we go. Success. Gonna drink a little bit of water. All right. What is that? A pumpkin terrier? So cute. It lives off pumpkin-type plants. Oftentimes, it hides them on pumpkin vines with a high regenerative capability. Wait, come back! I hold K and then it runs away. It decreases, but it doesn't go away entirely. I did it! I got the pumpkin terrier fur. He has vanished into the woods. Bunny. I don't have enough stamina. But wait. I have burger. Arden's steak. Juice pours from this perfectly cooked slice of meat when you bite down. The doneness depends on Arden's mood. Eat. Pick up. That's squishy. Baloop, that's squishy. I doubt they'll let me, but let's see if I can go to another area. I don't have enough stamina. Shall I give her the curse-lifting candy? Would you like to try this? May the blessings of nature be with you. Hello? Yes, hello. Am I speaking properly now? Yes, I think so. Wow, thank you so much. To hell with nature. I guess it really was a curse. I met an old man in the jungle west of here. He was apparently suspicious. I simply couldn't ignore such a well-made wooden statue of a monkey. After I bought it, I could only talk about praising nature. I tried to speak sarcastically or write, but all that came out were praises for nature. Pure torture. I hope nature just rots and dies. Still, I'm glad the curse was easily removed. Oh, thank you so much. My name is Aria. How long has it been since I said my name? My name is Ellie. I'm an apprentice witch. Oh, did you come to this village to be an apprentice? I was on a train, but I got off for a moment and it left without me. Oh dear. I wanted to enter the village, but it was blocked off by some prickly vines. Damn nature. Thankfully, we found an empty witch's house nearby, so I've been staying there. An empty... Oh, yes, there's a witch's house here. That's good. I've business in the village too, but the vines stopped me. Nature be damned. I'll be here for a while, so let me know if you need anything. Oh, then, can I ask you a favor? Not a favor, but a fair price. What do you need? The tools were broken when I was trying to use the dispensary at the witch's house. Do you have any tools or parts? What kind of tools or parts do you need? I need a glass bottle for the extractor and a roaster handle for winding the roaster. Wait a minute, I'll look for them. Sure. But Ellie, do you have any money? I do. Mom gave me pocket money when I came out. You think you'll be able to buy witch tools with just enough pocket money to buy a snack or two? Is that so? What if I don't have enough money? Since you have tools, make and sell potions or something. You can also sell candies now, only if there are people to buy them. I'm back. Here you are. Glass extractor bottle. A circular glass bottle. It seems to be a perfect fit for the extractor in the witch's house. How much is this? Oh, never mind. This is return for breaking my curse. Wow, thank God. Unfortunately, I don't have any roaster handles for a roaster. I see. Will you be staying at the village? If so, I'll bring it by next time. I'll charge you for it then, however. Good, please bring it then. Okay, I'll write roaster handle in the memo. Oh, and take this too. Since the worth of the bottle earlier wasn't enough, I'll give these to you as well. What is this? It's an atlas, including maps of the surroundings. Oh, nice. But it's not complete. Please find time to fill in the missing part. To have a map, you need to draw it. I figured that was the case. Find a map. I've included maps of the surroundings. You can check them out later. I almost got lost. Thank you. I did get lost. This is to repay the medicine fee you gave me. No need to thank me. A healing candy recipe. Heals light wounds. This is a bonus. Now you can thank me. Haha. All right. Thank you. Sure. Looking forward to your next visit. Now we're finally able to fix the extractor. But are you really going to stay in this village? I should until the train comes. Really? I have no choice. No, I mean, are you really going to leave when the train comes? Well, I'll decide when it does come. Let's just fix the extractor first. There's my map. Cool. Time to go fill my... Actually... Welcome. Do you need anything? A career as a peddler can be quite eventful. Do you have any special memories? An old man sold me a cursed wooden statue of a monkey. Can't argue with that. It's a joke. There was an old woman selling pottery. She was selling some handcrafted potteries in the most inconspicuous location of the market. When I passed by, I accidentally met her gaze. I looked at the pottery placed in front of the old woman, who smiled bashfully while avoiding my eyes. I still clearly remember the shape of that pottery. It was a long, white water bottle with its spout open like flower petals. The soft blue lighting gave it a mysterious air, and the fish engraved around its midsection were full of life. I had never seen such a water bottle, and I fell in love with it at first sight. I decided to buy it even if it would cost all the Solaris gold coins I had, and I asked her how much it was. How much do you think she asked for? Well, you can buy 10 water bottles with 1 Solaris gold coin, right? Wouldn't she accept it if you offered 1 or 2 gold coins? Only 2 Equus silver coins. Equus silver coins? Even the shoes I'm wearing are more expensive than that. That's what I'm saying. It's so lucky of you. I got upset and told the old woman off. I will not buy it for less than 12 Solaris gold coins, I said. All of a sudden, it's more expensive than the house I live in. So what happened? In the end, I couldn't buy it. What? Why not? She said, even a kid can make something like this out of mud. It's worth 2 Equus silver coins at most. She was good with her hands, but terrible at appraising her own work. But don't you regret it? It could have been a very profitable. Being too expensive is a problem, but it can't be too cheap either. Good things should be given good prices. I never do business with people who don't know how to properly value things. This is a bit of a metaphor for the art field, really, in general. Aria and Ellie seem to have gotten much closer after the chat. Do you need anything? What would you like to discuss with Aria? Money and happiness? Ooh, let's discuss ice strawberries. There's an ice strawberry found in the forest at the northeast tip of the continent. It's a pinky-sized silver beard, and it fills you with refreshing sweetness the moment you put it in your... making me want fruit. It's more expensive than gold of the same weight, but it's worth it. Aria and Ellie seem to have gotten closer a bit. Do you need anything? Let's look at the shop. I don't have any items ready now. See you next time. Back home to put in the bottle. Is this the right? Well, actually, first, I should put the atlas in. I definitely know where I'm going for sure. Hi! Thank you for stopping by real quick, Ghoul Slap. To anyone who's in here, Ghoul Slap is an amazing streamer. currently working right now, obviously, but normally streams Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Definitely worth checking out. She plays a lot of games like The Secret World and other very interesting games. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hopefully work goes well. Oh, wait, I can actually do a shout out. There we go. Thank you. Got to eat some beef. A burb. The sprout bird. Common bird found in green forest. What? Maybe it like shows me where stuff is. Cool. There is my new map. Okay. I'm not gonna accidentally click that next time. All right, I can sprint. I can't go in there. Loves to play, so it will try to play hide and seek if you attempt to collect from it. Ta-da! Pinching their plump cheeks will leave tufts of soft fur in your hands. Cute. A branch. There is no map for this area. Guess I'm going back to my house after I pick up this branch. Oh, there was a branch back there. Must have a branch. Badoo. That's a blue one. Should you see a moving bush, try giving it a good shake. They're not difficult to gather once spotted. Prepare the extractor. Into the house. Woo. Should I use the glass bottle I have for the extractor? Good, now I can use the extractor. We can finally make potions properly. And what do I do now? Didn't you want to go to the village? You should remove the giant prickly vines then. That's true, but it seems impossible to get rid of that huge thing with the recipe I have now. The basic recipe does seem kind of inadequate. What's your plan? Now that the extractor's been fixed, you'll be able to make potions from the basic recipes. If you make Weed Terminator potion, you can get rid of the little honey pumpkin. I'll be able to go to the places that have been blocked. A little more. Yeah, so the forest. Let's look through the forest. There must be something. That's what I'm saying. Cool. Okay. Let's just open that. I got 10. Okay. I have to do this by hand for every single batch. Getting some new tools will definitely be nice. Oh, these actually have different descriptions. Extracted from the witch flower, this fluid has a light healing property. Placing squishy fur in the witch extractor results in a pure white, weightless powder. The extract feels more like a soft powder than a liquid. The concentrated scent of autumn fills the bowl. It starts off with a mellow scent of tree bark, but ends with a scent of fresh citrus. Nice. Ah, whoop. I think she just jumps up on it. Do the Weed Terminator. And that one first. Perfect. And then this way. Howa! Ooh, I got a perfect, I think. I did! I got a bonus one. Oh, some healing candy. What is Psi candy? Hang on, let me check my book. Healing candy. This candy can heal scratched knees, cuts on fingers, puncture wounds, etc. Tailored to the taste of kids. It is mint flavored. Be sure to store it in a high shelf in a tin can since it is addictive. This candy induces sleep. It's not particularly strong. Can only make people a little drowsy. Eat it and let out a long sigh. Your worries will go away and you'll suddenly feel more relaxed. This candy improves eyesight. Eating it enables you to see things farther away and turns your irises a bit greenish. The candy will temporarily boost your physical strength, allowing you to lift one arm with one arm weight that you usually need 2 arms to lift. Note that your muscles may stay sore on the second day. It's good to eat one when you can't reach an itch. It relieves itching with a refreshing sensation. This candy possesses extremely strong adhesive properties. It can even be used to perfectly reattach pieces of a broken stone statue. A must-have for witches studying in the School of Witches. Typically, it is melted in fire before use. Eat it and take a deep breath. It will relieve stress. Recommended for occasions much more important than they seem, such as giving a speech. This candy stops the cough, it relaxes the throat, and is popular among consumers. This candy relieves muscle pains resulting from excessive exercise or work. It's best not to eat one after exercise, though, because it counters the effects of the workout. Bug-proof candy keeps bugs away. Can be used to repel small flying insects. Good luck candy. Candy that brings a little good luck, such as increasing the chance of guessing the right side of a coin by 10%. Cool. All right, we're gonna let's make some healing candy. Whoops. Maple. Witch flower. Howie! Looks delicious, but has a strange taste. Howie! Cool. Yeah, this game is definitely giving 2D Altair vibes. I'm really liking it. It's kind of fun. It's a very simple minigame, but it's enjoyable. Wait. I can't pronounce words. What am I doing? Hang on. No, I'm doing something wrong here. It bubbled and I kept stirring it and then I broke it. That face she's making. I'm sorry. I succeeded, but at what cost? Alright, back upstairs. We're going to save the game. And then we're going to sleep. Oh, okay. Oh. Caw! A crow? I guess I'll finish up this day and then we'll end the stream for tonight. Witch! Caw! It spoke? It's a witch's crow. Oh, it's a witch's crow. The witch returns! The witch returns! This is my first time coming here, though. The witch returns! Not exactly a listener, is he? Goods and services. Caw! Goods and services. Witch's catalog. The witch's catalog? I've always wanted to try it out. You need to head towards High Lion, young lady. But I can't just starve until I reach the village. And after I find the village, I'll be staying there for a while before I go to the High Lion. Limited time only. Register now for a gift. Caw! Try the witch's catalog. Try the witch's catalog. They're handing out gifts as well. Plus it's limited time only. Caw! Gift! Multi-purpose glue, kitchen accessories, a spork? In any case, I need the witch's catalog. I guess it wouldn't hurt to stay here for a while. You can buy ingredients or potion recipes from them. Alright, let's register for now. Thank you. Caw. Thank you. Visit employee. Visit employee. Caw. Visit employee. Win. Work finished. Work finished. Closed for the day. Closed for the day. So suddenly? It's not easy getting the message across to witches' crows. Then I guess I should keep searching for the village. You never know when the witches' catalog will show up. Let's stick to the plan and find the village. Please read your letters in the letterbox by the door of the witch's house. The letters may come with unexpected gifts. I don't think I have any letters now. Yeah. A stick. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna go drop some stuff off in my chest. What is this button doing? Guess I can't do that yet. Okay, I'm gonna put that in my inventory. I don't think I need the rocks. Filter. Filter. Perfect. Whee! Alright, we are going to save the game. We're returning to the main menu. Alright. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. I appreciate it. This is my first try at a later in the night stream. Now I am going to go and get some food, do my dailies, all those fun things. So I hope everyone else has a good time. Don't forget to take any meds or anything like that. Now we are going to go find someone to raid. Let's see who is online. It looks like Plushy Bunny is doing a drops-enabled Minecraft, so maybe we'll go check them out. They're also pretty cozy. I think since we're ending on a cozy note, let's go do that. And I haven't raided them before. Alright, so shortly we will head over to Plushy Bunny. And yeah, alright. Getting the raid started. Let me put up the raid message. All right. It started a ad break. As I just said in the channel, I'm posting the raid message and we will raid after the ad break. I was not paying attention to that because I was writing up the raid message and the emotes was in front of it, so yeah. Alright. Yeah, that was interesting. I think that for the next couple of streams, what I'm going to do is we'll do maybe like one client in Vampire Therapist, and then we will swap over to another game, because I think that'll kind of that'll be a good balance between just going through everything. That way we'll be able to be like, okay, this session, and then we can play. And we will either, likely for October, we'll either be doing Little Witch in the Woods or The Dark Queen of Mordheim, but a new anime MMO called Blue Protocol Star Resonance, I think it is, just came out. So there is a chance I might play that on stream too. We will see. Drinking some water. Yeah, the controls in Little Witch are kind of weird, but I definitely got used to them very quickly. I like that they have the two options, so if you prefer arrow keys, you can do that. I can tell my hand isn't used to sitting on the K and L key because my fingers are a little sore. I will make sure to do lots of stretches so that my hands are all good for Monday. Alright, ad should be over in 30 seconds, at which point we should be able to raid in with no issues. Alright, here we go. I will see you all in Bunny Plush's channel.